Man, I get racial abuse here on these YouTube streets almost every day. And I mean, real talk. I get abused on these platforms, mostly on YouTube, because that's where I really conversate with people about boxing. I don't really do that really too much on Twitter. Twitter got some crazy weirdos out there. You know what I mean? At least here on YouTube, I could weed them out. You know what I'm saying? On Twitter, it's quite hard, man. People make fake accounts all day, every day. I don't even get into it, writing long threads, debating back and forth with people on Twitter. But here on YouTube, yeah, I do be getting racial abuse. You know what I mean? But it only comes when I make videos about. It's never when I make a video, especially criticizing a black fighter. You know what I mean? It's mostly when I make a video criticizing a fighter who's not black. You know what I'm saying? A guy they say on the coincidental list. You know what I mean? People don't even know I'm a big Lomachenko fan. But if I make any video criticizing the guy, I'm trying to tell you, man, a few years ago, I think when Loma beat Rigondeaux, man, I made a video because people were talking about Lomachenko is the greatest fighter ever at 130 pounds because he beat Rigondeaux. But he beat for the world title because he beat Roman Rocky Martinez. I don't know how that warrants or validates Lomachenko being the greatest super featherweight of all time. But that's what these people were saying when I made a video showing proof and facts that he's nowhere on Floyd's level, hasn't accomplished as much as Floyd had at 130 pounds, just straight off whom Floyd Mayweather beat to become the lineal and the WBC. And at what age he did it too. Lineal and WBC super featherweight champ. The Lomachenko fans just weren't having it, and I lost like 37 subscribers just in one day, just like that. Doesn't matter to me because 37 can unsubscribe, 37 others will subscribe. That's just how it goes. That's what these people don't realize. Like when somebody comes is in their feelings, you know what I mean, about a particular video, they want you to say what they want to hear. You know, I don't pander to nobody on these YouTube streets, dogs. You know what I'm saying? I don't entertain no fan base like y'all could come here. This is a safe haven for y'all to come to Be Marsh Boxing because Be Marsh Boxing ain't gonna flame you up if you're disrespecting fighters, etc. You know what I mean? Nah, that's not what I do over here. You know what I mean? A lot of people got it twisted, and a lot of people who do make videos, uploaders, they gotta cater to these fan bases. You know what I mean? They these fan bases. You know what I'm saying? As far as subscribers, they got their nuts in their mouth. You know what I mean? Just so these guys gotta continue. Like let's say if it's a channel that hates Deontay Wilder and the other one hates Anthony Joshua, they gonna run with it all day, every day to please their fan base. Cause them people in the chat rooms, they just as ignorant as the uploaders who continue with that jibber jabber BS that got nothing to do with boxing, and even breaking down what fellas gonna do in the ring. You know what I mean? So Be March Boxing, I ain't with that. You know, I lost a subscriber over here. He told me. He thought he told me. You know what I'm saying? Slim was a subscriber, used to come through on almost all my videos. You know what I mean? But then I made a response video to Dante's Boxing Nation. You know what I'm saying? And because Dante's Boxing Nation was talking crazy, talking about like Roy Jones, him and what's the other guy? Not blood boxing, blue blood sport. Him and Dante were talking crazy, talking about Roy Jones is the best middleweight ever, and Roy Jones can beat Marvin Hagler. I was like, what the hell? Where these? Look, man, I got no problem with Dante's Boxing Nation, but when he said that, man, of course I had to make a respond video. Ain't nobody messing with the man Marvin Hagler at 160 pounds unless you talking about Ray Robinson. And that might be a 50-50 fight because Ray Robinson ain't no natural 160 like the man Marvin Hagler, you know what I mean? But I made a response video. I didn't disrespect Dante's Boxing Nation. I just made a video like, you guys are bugging. And I showed him how. He can't be the best at 160. You know what I mean? He didn't even campaign there for too long. Got his title in 93 when he beat Bihar. By 94, he was up at super middleweight, beating James Toney. So, no. But anyways, when I made that video, this guy came in my comment section. A guy, like I said, a long time subscriber, a guy who participates, comments in the comment sections and in the live streams. He talked about, hey, B Marsh, man, don't be like Dante's Boxing Nation. You're not like him, man. You're better than him. You gotta, like, it's basically trying, like these, like them white people try to tell you, man, you're not like these other black guys I know. You're different, man. Who, what? Anyways, I let it slide because he ain't said in them exact words, like, you're not this, you know what I mean? But I let it slide, but I peeped his pattern and I paid close attention. Then he'd come on my channel and he'd always be hating on like PBC fighters and shit. That's like now the only time he'd come and comment. And he was just on some divisive stuff. And came in and he thought he gave me a pat on my back or did me a favor telling me that, oh, I don't even watch PBC fights. I come to your channel because you do the, what do you call them? The post fight reviews. I come to your channel to hear if the fight was good or not. I told him, man, what you telling me that for? You know what I mean? You should go ahead. If you don't want to watch the fights, then what are you even interested in the results if you're not going to watch? So you're just going to boycott the PBC but come to my channel to listen to the post-fight reviews? Whatever, to each his own. But he kind of started, he kept on doing this and only comes on my channel to be divisive and only about PBC fighters. So I had to flame him up. I took that stuff for over a year. I flamed him up. I told him, man, get the F up out of here with that divisive stuff, man. Look, if you don't like PBC fighters, that's well and fine. You ain't got to come and tell me, oh, you're doing a good job. I come because you got great posts. That got nothing to do with me. What if you don't want to watch them? What are you even interested in the results for? You know what I'm saying? And I told her, look, if you don't like black fighters or the black fighters on PBC, keep that to yourself, man. I'm tired of you just coming here only to be talking, be divisive about PBC. I make videos about every single fight that comes on a television screen. So anyways, long story short, Slim took like 48 hours to respond to me, and he responded with a long paragraph, and at the end, he wrote, by the way, congratulations to Anthony Joshua for getting back his titles. And mind you, the video that he wrote, that long-ass paragraph, had nothing to do with Anthony Joshua. You know what he said? Oh, you must be listening to those LDBC bitches and shit like that. You see stuff like that? We not doing that on B Marsh channel, dogs. You know what I'm saying? We not doing that. We're not gonna do that. If you don't like those guys, that's your problem. I don't be dissing nobody on my channel. Why you gotta come right that in my comment section? After you was cool for all these years, but I peeped your patterns ever since that day when I made that response video to Dante's Boxing Nation, and I always said I respect Dante's Boxing Nation, got no problem with them, but Roy Jones better than Marvin Hagler at 160 and he'll beat Marvin? No, I didn't agree with that. That got nothing to do with me hating or liking Dante's Boxing Nation. It was just a matter of disagreement, you know what I mean? But so that man wrote all that, and then he wrote in bold letters on the bottom, by the way, congratulations to AJ for winning. Like that would make that got nothing to, that video that he left, that comment had nothing to do with Anthony Joshua. So he must think, oh, like maybe, I don't know, if the LDBC guys be hating on Anthony Joshua, I must be doing the same. That's my video. I've never even said the word LDBC on my channel till today. You know what I'm saying? Till right now. You check it? But that's what I'm trying to say. He left. You think I ain't respond back to him? I just knew what he was about the whole time. But I was just letting him tighten up that noose on his neck, you know what I mean? And when he thought it was safe, I kicked him off the plank on some Captain Hook shit, and I let him hang. I let him choke himself, you know what I mean? And he revealed his true colors. This guy is Hispanic as well. He's a Hispanic dude. Andy Ruiz just is a Hispanic, a Mexican American who just lost his titles. You would think this guy would be feeling some kind of way. The first Hispanic or Mexican American, first Mexican fighter to win the heavyweight title. You would think he would be distraught about that. But nah, he was just, you know what I mean? And before when he thought it was safe, I kicked him off the plank on some Captain Hook shit, and I let him hang. I let him choke himself, you know what I mean? And he revealed his true colors. This guy is Hispanic as well. He's a Hispanic dude. Andy Ruiz just is a Hispanic, a Mexican American who just lost his titles. You would think this guy would be feeling some kind of way. The first Hispanic or Mexican American fighter to win the heavyweight title. You would think he would be distraught about that. But nah, he had his own agenda, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. I don't cater to nobody. I don't pander to nobody, you know what I'm saying? You check it. You might give me suggestions on a video. Nobody really does, but if you do, of course I'll do it if you request it. But if it's something divisive or racially motivated, I'm not doing nothing, you know what I mean? So let's get into this, man. This whole video, I just had to let it be known why even I made a video last week about Teofimo Lopez. He did an interview on the Boxing Voice, and he was talking about Lomachenko is stalling. You know what I mean? I made a video about that. Oh my gosh, man! You should have seen the racial comments I got in my comment section and the hatred. And these guys said I'm spreading fake news, and they said, "Oh, I know somebody inside the Lomachenko camp. Lomachenko signed, and Lomachenko's signed, and it's Teofimo Lopez who's ducking." I just listened to Teofimo Lopez speaking his heart out on the Boxing Voice that he's frustrated. Lomachenko hasn't signed. He keeps telling everybody that the fight's going to be on May 30th. But Lomachenko hasn't signed his end of the deal. I wouldn't have got that information other than from the man Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? From the interview I heard on the Boxing Voice. And I made a video about it. But look, you should see what these clowns came in my comment section saying. And these people never comment on my videos. They never hear. You know what I'm saying? But they'll be here tonight after this Lomachenko video go up, you know what I mean? Watch. So let's get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez, he's not happy with how the negotiations are going on so far with the man Lomachenko, you know what I mean? You check it, and he's even more blown that, this coronavirus might most likely postpone that fight on May 30th, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, I kept telling these guys, oh, if the fight is official and Loma has signed his share of the deal, then why do I look every day on BoxRec and I look at Vasyl Lomachenko and May 30th? He's not fighting on that date, you know what I'm saying? And it's a unification fight. How comes, you know what I mean? But these guys, they kept trying to say I'm spreading fake news. How comes they never come on any other video I do and say I'm spreading fake news? You know I had to flame them up. You already know what it is, you know what I'm saying? So Teofimo Lopez, in KOs, you know what I mean? He hasn't fought again yet, you know? And looks like the man Lomachenko had been training in the United States for the Lopez fight that he hasn't signed for. But, but now he's gone back to his native Ukraine, you know what I mean? He's gone back to his country, you know what I'm saying? Because things are looking shaky because of this coronavirus, you know what I mean? And truth be told, if this fight gets postponed, that only favors the man Lomachenko to get postponed for the future. The guy, Teofimo Lopez, is still growing and he's struggling to make weight. He's struggling to make 135. He ain't got too long to stay at 135. So what about if Lomachenko is not trying to sign his deal and doesn't want to fight him no time soon? This guy, what he's going to do, stick around at 135 pounds? Yeah, these guys are trying to, look, Lomachenko know what they're doing, you know what I mean? You check it, you know what I mean? If they delay that fight till 2021, that's going to be in favor of man Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the fight ends up being postponed on May 30th, you know what I mean? Okay? So it's the man Teofimo Lopez, he's blown right now, you know what I mean? He's vexed. He's not in a good space because the coronavirus is messing up the date. But on top of that, even before the coronavirus, he signed his end of the bargain, you know what I'm saying? But the man Lomachenko has not, you know what I mean? I'm going to read you some quotes from the man Teofimo Lopez that he said to ESPN. He said, quote, "We were waiting. He," meaning Lomachenko, "he went quite a bit from one side to the other in talks. Now this happened, and apparently they sent Loma back to Ukraine, back home. So I don't know. Honestly, I'm frustrated by all this and how he handled things and how he's doing them. We're not going to wait for this guy. We gave him everything he needs and everything he wants, and now he complains about New York. This is 2020, and I have not fought yet, and we are ready in March, and I fought in December. I am trying to fight at least 2 or 3 times this year, and who knows how long this virus will last." End quote. So now there are talks that the man Lomachenko wanted to fight in Las Vegas rather than New York. He's trying to divert, deflect, and get his attention off New York, the home base of Teofimo Lopez. Even though Teofimo's from Brooklyn, it's going to be in Madison Square Garden. A lot of people from Brooklyn, his fans, all around the country or around the New York City, vicinity are going to show up and support him. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that night, it probably might be 50-50, might even be 60-40 more a pro Teofimo Lopez crowd than Lomachenko. So Lomachenko is trying to divert and try to have the fight in Las Vegas. Bob Arum wants to fight in New York. That's where it makes financial sense. How many times has Lomachenko fought in New York? Plenty. That's where he got his 130-pound title and his 135-pound title when he beat Jorge Linares and Rocky Martinez. Was in New York City. And Rocky Martinez, a Puerto Rican, he got battered on Puerto Rican Day Parade weekend. You know what I mean? So it's not like Lomachenko this is uncharted territory. This is basically his home base in America. Yeah, New York City. But now you don't want to fight there versus the Brooklynite Teofimo Lopez. You know what I mean? So I'm reading y'all these quotes. I dare one of you guys who are talking about, who came in my comment section and racially abused me and tried to say all kind of things. I dare y'all to come back on this video and say I'm spreading fake news. Even the last video that I made about Lomachenko that got y'all fellas in your feelings. And I'm a fan of Lomachenko. I'm a fan more than you guys because I want to see the fight. You guys don't want to see the fight. It's obvious. You know what I mean? You don't want to see the fight because I'm not spreading no rumors about the guy. I'm giving you direct quotes, just like the last video I made about Lomachenko, reading verbatim what these guys are saying. You guys, I'm saying I'm spreading fake news. So I dare y'all to come back, say I'm spreading fake news up on this one. You know what I mean? Look, I want to see the fight. This is one of the most highly anticipated fights for 2020, at least for me. You know what I mean? 135-pound division is popping. You know what I'm saying? And if that fight was made, if it was no coronavirus, I'm pretty sure I'd have my ticket. I was going to go up there to New York City for this particular fight. You know what I mean? But now, Lomachenko, man, he's even gone back to his country. You know what I mean? He's gone back to Ukraine for now. And look, he can do that. That's fine. We're going through a pandemic right now with this COVID-19 coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? But don't come on this piece talking about I'm spreading fake news when I'm giving y'all direct quotes. Lomachenko's nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? Only thing we got quotes from Lomachenko saying is, if Teofimo Lopez gets a belt, then I'll fight him. Who is this guy, Teofimo Lopez? Oh, other quotes from Lomachenko, he wants to fight in Las Vegas, or now he wants it in Los Angeles rather than New York. Those are the quotes from him. You know what I mean? Yeah, just like the video I made about Ryan Garcia. I'm not a dummy, and I know deflection tactics. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And Teofimo Lopez wants to fight, but it seems like the Lomachenko fans, at least the ones who come on my video talking about I'm spreading fake news, they don't want to see the fight. And I gave y'all direct quotes. Come try me. Be Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. I'm out of here.